Invest in your health. By subscribing to this channel, you'll get 2 almost vegan recipes, healthy and delicious, every week from me, Chef Dan. Let's get cooking. The main ingredient in sauerkraut is not vinegar, it's not even cabbage. The main ingredient is patience. You've got to have patience because good sauerkraut is fermented and the fermentation takes 2 weeks. So be patient and you'll be rewarded with a very healthy and delicious sauerkraut you can't buy in any store. And you can use a food processor or you can just use a knife to cut this cabbage. Depends on your knife skill, depends on what you want to do. I like to use a knife to cut it a certain thickness. I like my sauerkraut a little thicker. And my food processor won't cut it that thick. Hey, if the outside leaves are a little bit dirty, a little bit spotty, you see there's some dirt on there, take them off, take them off. So take off the outside leaves. And then what you want to do is cut the cabbage right in half. Like that. Now you have this core inside. That's no good, you gotta get that out. And what I do is just cut alongside this core at an angle. Like that. And then cut the other side of the core at an angle. Like that. And out comes the core. No good. Too hard. You can't use this for anything. Get rid of it. An easier way to do it, maybe, if you want to, you can just cut the whole thing in half, right down the core, right down the middle like that, and just at an angle, just cut out the core, and cut out the core. Either way, as long as you get the core out, okay, you can't use the core. Then what you want to do is you want to slice this up. Now, you can slice it very thin, you can slice it very thick, you can slice it medium. I usually go for medium, and to make it easier, I just like to separate these, and then just give it a good slice. Okay? That's about how thick I like it. Okay, so what I want to end up with is 2 pounds. Now what I do is I bought a cabbage that was a little more than 2 pounds, like 2.2 pounds. And after I took out the stem and the stuff I couldn't use, I wanted it with 2 pounds. Doesn't have to be exactly 2 pounds. It's very close to 2 pounds of cabbage. Now, the next most important ingredient is salt. Okay, salt breaks down the cabbage. It also prevents bad bacteria from growing in the cabbage. So it's very important. I use kosher salt. That's good. Pickling salt is also okay. And I'm going to use 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon for 2 pounds of cabbage. If you're making more, adjust the salt accordingly. But this seems to be the recipe for perfectly salted cabbage. Not too salty, but not undersalted. Very nice, very perfect. Okay? You sprinkle it with the salt. And then we have to add some other seasoning to it. Ooh, we're going to add some fennel seed. 1 teaspoon fennel seed. Yeah, it's fennel seed. 1 teaspoon. Caraway seed. Also 1 teaspoon. Mustard seed. Okay? Mustard seed. 1 teaspoon. These are interesting. These are juniper berries. And juniper berries is what gin is made of. So you get that gin flavor. And I want 10 juniper berries for this recipe. 10 juniper berries. And then we're not going to just mix this. Okay? We're going to get in there and squeeze it. Start squeezing it. Start releasing some of that water in there. The salt will help you break it down. Get in there and really crush. Really crush that vegetable. Crush the cabbage so it releases its water. Check that out. Okay, can you see that? This is a little tool I got I don't know, it's like a cabbage crusher. So it's going to help crush the cabbage. Alright, so here's what you got to do now. You're going to just keep crushing this. That's why I like this, because it makes it very easy. Okay, you see this is really, really wet. You can see if you pick up a little batch of it. Check this out. See that water coming out of it, okay? And that's good. I have these jars, they're half-gallon jars, they're perfect for this. It's a glass jar. You want non-reactive material, so it could be glass, could be ceramic. No plastic, please. And we're going to fill this jar with the, right now it's just a seasoned cabbage. The other thing is, I like this because the other side is nice and thick. This is the side I use in the bowl. This is the side I'm going to use now. And just kind of push it all down. So the top layer is kind of covered with liquid. Very nice. And now I'm going to put the cover on. The best place to store this is a cool, dry place. Hey, I have a corner cabinet right here. And I'm going to put it right down here in a nice, dry, dark place. And I'll see you tomorrow. I got to open up the lid, let a little gas out, close the lid. Every day I got to do this for 14 days. And then we got sauerkraut, baby. It's day 2 of sauerkraut. And what I want you to do every day is just open up the lid and close the lid. Any gas that accumulates will get out. Okay, so you can also smell. Ooh, you smell it. Now, what I want to show you is this. Okay, you can see there's plenty of liquid in there. It kind of covers the sauerkraut. And listen, it's Mother Nature. Some cabbage just doesn't have enough moisture in it. So if you need moisture, take a cup of water, but not tap water. You've got to use bottled water, or distilled water is great. A cup of distilled or bottled water, not tap, and add a pinch of salt to it, and then pour it in. So make sure this is covered with water. Perfect. And then close it up. Ooh, that smells good. Right back in the cabinet. I'll see you in 2 weeks. We're going to have some good sauerkraut. It's been 2 weeks, and here it is. Beautiful. Ooh, that smells good. Yeah. And now I'm really excited. You know why? I'm going to build a perfect hot dog. Starts with vegan hot dog. I'm going to use some mustard. Not just any mustard. This is Zatarain's Creole mustard. Best mustard on the planet. I love it. You can use your favorite. I love this Zatarain's. Spicy, very delicious. Ooh, look at that. That's good stuff. Then the sauerkraut. Absolutely fantastic. Check that out. That's some good stuff. Hey, even if you don't want to make sauerkraut yourself, understand how much work goes into it. So when you buy sauerkraut now, you have to understand that you're going to pay a little bit more for really good sauerkraut. Fermented sauerkraut. There's other sauerkrauts that are less expensive, but they're just marinated in vinegar. This sauerkraut's fermented, and that means it's very good for you. Good for your digestion, good for your stomach. So opt for a more expensive sauerkraut that is fermented. There should be no vinegar in the list of ingredients. If you like this, you gotta try my smoked salmon. Hey, it's made with carrots. It's a fantastic video. I'll see you there. Hey, you caught me eating a hot dog. That's fantastic. I'll see you in the next video.